Hi, welcome back to the Ironman WoW Challenge with me, Sheppo. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die! Oh, that would have been hilarious. Jesus. Worst Ironman ever. Alright, well, I know that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Never in Twist Wrench.
Interesting.
It's good to see you again, Iron Shirts. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to get so many survivors out of Gnomeregan this time.
You have a great day now. Hey.
It is a victory for us every time we're able to help another survivor escape from the contaminated halls of Gnomeregan. Hunters like you will play an important part in the future of Gnomeregan. Yeah, we're going to leave this place as soon as we can. To that end, our leader, High Tinker Mechatalk, has assembled a team of trainers to help you learn your arts. Muffinous Chromebrew will help oversee your training and adjustment to life on the surface. He is waiting for you on the stands across the road. And we're going to get our first item that we can't use.
Be seeing you.
So that's nice. So yeah, so just to recap the rules of Ironman. For those of you that don't know, but you know, if you're watching this, you probably do. You're not allowed to use anything that boosts your stats above base stats. So no weapons or armour or buffs or potions or anything like that. Or talents. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is you're not allowed to die. That is pretty much it. But anything really that enhances your character's ability or assists with levelling up, you're not allowed to use. I don't know if you remember Mechatalk or not. Nevin tells me that memory loss is pretty common for a Gnomeregan survivor. Mechatalk, or more properly, the High Tinker Mechatalk, is the leader of all the gnomes. He has made a habit of meeting with every rescued survivor personally. You should introduce yourself to him. He'll be with his war council beneath the tent in the centre of the town. Wow. Micromanaging. Introduce yourself to High Tinker Mechatalk.
Welcome, friend.
It's good to meet you, Iron Sheps. You've probably heard others speaking of Operation Gnomeregan. Let me tell you a bit about what happened and why we left the dwarven city of Ironforge. The dwarves of Ironforge kindly tuck us in when the Trog invasion and radiation forced us to leave Gnomeregan for the first time. But even the kindness of friends can't quell the longing for home. I sent out a call for brave gnomes and other members of the Alliance to help us regain control of Gnomeregan and defeat the usurper Thermoplug once and for all. We weren't able to achieve everything Operation Gnomeregan set out to do, but Thermoplug is on the run and we're closer to home than ever. Watch the hollow table in front of High Tinker. Oh, a hollow table.
We assembled a mighty force and defeated Thermoplug's servants, fighting our way into the city. But the usurper Thermoplug had one last trick up his sleeve. It's too quiet. Where are Thermoplug's defense forces? It's a trap! That's a fully functional irradiator!
Irradiator 3000 activated. Attention, emergency. You now have 10 minutes to reach minimum safe distance.
10 minutes? Plenty of time to disarm the device. Hinkles, hand me that whirring bronze gizmo and some fresh spring water. Cogspin, toss me that dirty trog cloth and a handful of copper bolts.
10 minutes? You left the factory setting on? Attention! Emergency! You now have 10
We gotta get out of here!
to reach minimum
Lapforge,
safe
beam us back,
distance.
quickly! No, we were forced to retreat. Thermoplug continues to hide behind the radiation, sending his crony Crush Cog to harass us here on the surface. Why, hello there. How can I help you?
Even now, only the safe teams dare venture far into the city to search for survivors. Meanwhile, Thermoplug has sent one of his followers, Crushcog, to distract us and buy time for him to dig in. We will need all the weapons, inventions, and soldiers we can get. Can you not leave your bike there? Thank you very much. You'll find Engineer Grindspark, one of the new generation of brilliant gnomish minds. Why, he hasn't had an explosion in over 3 prototypes. But enough bragging. Engineer Grindspark is working on a bot that he says will help clean up the toxic airfield. You should introduce yourself to him. Okay. And he's conveniently placed just right next to where we were, which is always good.
Salutations!
So, Mechatalk himself has heard of my little project. Splendid. I've almost finished my latest prototype, but maybe you can help me chase down those last few parts. There is just too much to do around here, and too few gnomes on their feet to help. The High Tinkers asked me to start converting some of our old bots into parts from Operation Gnomeregan. Bring 7 spare parts to Engineer Grindspark.
Daylight's burning.
Okay, and what do they look like then? There's one over there, look. There's one right there, in fact. Yes, Snippety, stop stealing our spare parts. So a lot of these rabbits, one of they're actual rabbits, not mecha rabbits. We've got enough here now. I mean, hopefully he wanted springs and stuff. Spare parts is a bit random, isn't it? Did you get those parts? Of course. These are fantastic. Let's see what we can put together. Would you be interested in testing out the prototype once I'm done? Are you going to give me XP? Use the GS9X multibot to clean up 5 toxic geysers at the toxic airfield. When you get close enough to the geyser, your GS9X multibot will automatically begin its task. And we've got another quest here.
Interesting.
Most of us have seen the sickly and deranged gnomes suffer from exposure to the poisons and radiation of Gnomeregan. Eventually they will devolve further, until they become mindless, but mostly harmless puddles of toxic sludge. My research suggests we may even be able to restore them from this state. Go to the toxic airfield to the south, subdue the toxic sludge I told you about, and bring back the possessions of the gnomes they once were.
Seen you.
Right, it's pretty grim, really. It's a bit of a trek over here, but that's fine. You know, I'm sure we're going to have to go back as well. Oh, and another quest. I can see it on the map. I can't see. Is it in this house, maybe? We have an inn. Oh, almost missed it. No, it's not in here. There we go. Corporal Fizz Whistle.
Pleased to meet you.
Tox Spry Sprocket has some crazy theory about these toxic sludges being the last remnants of gnomes. So my men have orders not to engage them for now. However, the toxic airfield just south of us is teeming with living contamination. They are elementals composed of contaminated water and other toxic materials. left and collect their level in the town. Will you help us dispose of them? I will, and we'll actually get like a bag and something we can use. So we've got a few things to do here. It's poisoned my mechanical rabbit. I'm not... Oh! I have been disconnected from the server.